All right, Shalom. Giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalom to the elect, pushing his truth in all sincerity, with all diligence. And Lord willing, we be of that number. We say that we are the elect because the scriptures speak on putting on as the elect. I'm driving right now, so I'll just reference the scriptures, for safety's sake and, whatever. But, yeah, we're to put on as the elect, so we're supposed to act like we are those men, and we are those men, man, because who else is doing this work, man? Day in and day out. Fighting spiritually, day in and day out, man. You got camps out there with thousands of men. Thousands. And they just wait for the so-called Sabbath, which it's not from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, man. That's elementary. Come on, man. Like, we're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts, as the scriptures say. We're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of our ability. You can easily see when the new moon comes in.
All right, so I just want to punch in real quick and explain that, the new moon here is shown as a keeping time for a lunar Sabbath, man. When you see a sliver of the moon appear, and it starts to wax lighter and lighter and lighter, going toward the full moon, that's when you know that in the beginning stage, that little sliver was the beginning of the new moon. Okay, was the beginning of the Sabbath. Okay, so that can happen on any day of the week. Doesn't matter, so-called Monday, so-called Wednesday, because all these days are named after pagan gods anyway. You can look that up, but that could happen any day of the week, man. It doesn't have to happen on. It can happen on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It can happen Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown. Thursday sundown to Friday sundown. It could happen any day of the week, man. All right. So that's just elementary, man. When we were in the wilderness, we didn't break out the Gregorian calendar, which is what we follow today, and say, hey, 1, 2, that's where the Sabbath is coming in a couple of days. No, man. We look to the heavens, man. The scriptures speak on how the Lord made a greater light and a lesser light, and He made the moon to keep times. All right.
All you got to do is just Google it. But they function. These particular Israelite groups, they function like churches, man, like these Christian churches. They're for numbers and for filthy lucre's sake, as the scriptures say. Okay. If they don't get right, hey, the Lord's gonna, He's gonna filter that whole thing out. For those unsincere believers who think that they're covered just by being in an Israelite camp, and the Lord's gonna filter, and judgment's gonna be set forth. Yeah. Judgment, man. There's plenty of judgment going on all around, man, for everybody, man. There's judgment for everyone. People that's doing this work, or so-called doing this work, included. Not just 2/3 Jakes out there, but these men out here that are so-called doing the work, and they're really just doing, they're just going through the motions in vain, man. And setting up putting up what's the word? A vain sacrifice, a sacrifice that's in vain, man. So, when those times were great faith and great trust is to be top at the top of the priority list, man. Great faith, great trust in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. His name is Yahweh, which means he exists, or he is. Yahweh Shai, which means he shall deliver, or he is salvation. Okay? If you don't believe in those names, you should pray, and seek the Lord's face, man. That's what a lot of these people don't do, man. They don't seek the Lord's face in sincerity, man. In truth and sincerity. Sincerity is the key, man. Even to the what's the word? To the detriment of your own life, man. You should seek the Lord honestly. Not just crawl up under somebody's blanket Israelite camp and think that you're covered, man. Oh, I can rest here. I'm cool. Learn a couple of scriptures. I'm cool, man. Way deeper than that, man. Jake be so simple sometimes, man.
All right, so that's all I got. Hey, Lord willing, y'all were edifying. Like member was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and shalom to the elect.